Warren turned on the field cameras, you can maybe see a little bit of what she is wearing. So tonight we actually have a guest PA guy. It's one of the local Telemundo TV guys, so we'll have Spanish public address tonight, so you probably won't be able to understand much of what he's saying unless you speak Spanish. But we'll take a look at your starting lineups here tonight as the managers will be exchanging them here in a few moments. The umpires are at home plate. Your umpires tonight, Jordan Sandberg at home, Kyle Kilgore at third base, and at first base, Brian Child. First for the visiting Kansas City T-Bones, they'll be led off by left fielder Starlin Rodriguez. Vladimir Frias bats second. He's at short tonight. Tyler Massey bats third. He's in center field. The first baseman and cleanup hitter is Jake Blackwood. Batting fifth is Anthony Gallus. He's the DH tonight. Batting sixth at third base is Brandon Tierney. Brett Wiley bats seventh at second base. The catcher tonight is Cole Leonida, and he is batting eighth. And Anthony Asalon is batting ninth, and he is in right field tonight for the Kansas City T-Bones. Again, that's Rodriguez, Frias, Massey, Blackwood, Gallus, Tierney, Wiley, Leonida, and Asalon for the Kansas City T-Bones. And on the mound for Kansas City, they will have Sean Fernie pitching, the right-hander for the T-Bones from Rhode Island. For the Laredo Lemurs, they'll be led off by J.D. Pulfer. He's playing second base tonight. Drew Martinez is in center field, batting second. At third base, batting third, is Cesar Valera. The right fielder, hitting in the cleanup spot, Dennis Phipps. Zane Chavez bats fifth. He's the DH tonight. Abel Nieves batting sixth, playing first base. Ty Morrison bats seventh in left field. In the eighth spot, behind the plate, Jesus Pozo. And Alvaro Rondon bats ninth. He's playing shortstop tonight for the Lemurs. Again, Pulfer, Martinez, Valera, Phipps, Chavez, Nieves, Morrison, Pozo, and Rondon. Starting tonight, Matt Sergey on the hill for your Lemurs. They're doing the starting lineups out there on the field with the PA guy here in Laredo. So we should have an official first pitch. Well, it's scheduled to be in 2 minutes. Players taking the field now. We will be back in a few moments with the national anthem next.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana?
Interpretado por Miss Texas Galaxy, Johanna Villarreal.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars
All right, national anthem in the books as we get set for first pitch here. Matt Sergey coming out from the dugout to the mound to toss his warm-up pitches out there. Take a look at your defense. You have Sergey on the hill, Jesus Pozo behind the plate, Cesar Valera at third, Alvaro Rondon at short, J.D. Pulfer at second, Abel Nieves at first. The outfield, left to right, Ty Morrison in left, center field, Drew Martinez, and in right, Dennis Phipps. The Lemurs trying to win their fourth straight game here tonight as they lead the division 16-12, their record, and trying to extend Kansas City's losing streak to 4 games. So each team streaking at 3 currently, although Kansas City is in the loss department and Laredo's in the win. Lemurs going with their camouflage jerseys tonight. It's that brown desert type of camo. Lemurs across the chest in black, outlined in white with white pants, and the black hats with the double L on the front and the gold brims. Black socks underneath. A few players have their socks showing off as they pull their pant legs up. J.D. Pulfer, the second baseman, and Cesar Valera, the only two doing that. The T-Bones going with their black uniforms with the maroon color for their numbers and letters. So it says T-Bones across the chest with a kind of a gold, maybe a brown, what's that mustard color, outlining the numbers and letters across the chest. Gray pants for Kansas City. And I was told before that maroon color that they wear, it's called oxblood. Go along with the T-bone theme there. Wind blowing out to left a bit. Well, now it looks like it's kind of shifted. It was out to left. It's kind of blowing around towards that left field corner there where the foul pole is. And with it being Mexican night, lots of Mexican music, and they've got, what do they call those, luchadoro masks on the pictures of the players for the Lemurs, those wrestling masks out there. So Sergey with his picture showing his numbers 2-0 right now in 5 appearances, a 0.87 ERA. That ERA tops in the American Association. He leads the league, well, tied for the league lead in strikeouts with 41. The right-hander Matt Sergey on the hill. To the plate for the Kansas City T-Bones, Starlin Rodriguez. He'll be followed by Vladimir Frias and Tyler Massey to start off the ball game. Rodriguez playing left field for the T-Bones, digging in the pitch from the righty Matt Sergey, a called strike. 0-1 the count, pitch at 7:09, so a few minutes late here, but not too bad. 0-1 the count to Rodriguez. Right-handed hitter versus right-handed pitcher, the 0-1 delivery. Rodriguez will swing and foul it away. He's behind quickly, 0-2. Rodriguez this season batting .211 in 15 games, 14 of those starts with 3 runs batted in and no home runs. He struck out 12 times and walked just 6 times. The 0-2 pitch from Matt Sergey, a check swing, and they'll say he went, called, it might have been a called strike as well on the slurve, but he went through the zone, and it's 1 out in the inning. Matt Sergey starting off quickly with the strikeouts. He did something he didn't do at all this season so far coming into his start last time, as he struck out 7 batters. And what did he do? He didn't increase his strikeout total from the game before. His first start of the year, he had 7 strikeouts. The next start, 8. The following start, 9. And then 10 his 4th start. But his 5th start was back down to 7. Vladimir Frias to the plate, switch hitting shortstop, batting from the left side. Frias this season batting .238. He has a pair of home runs and 7 runs batted in, pitched up high for ball 1. From Sergey. Sergey's off-speed pitch is what he calls a slurve. So don't throw that. We already saw it once as he got Starlin Rodriguez to try and check a swing. However, he couldn't do so for out number 1. The wind and the 1-0 pitch on the outside corner called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the count to Frias, who in 28 games has struck out 15 times. This Kansas City team, they don't strike out a ton, 186 times so far this season, which is just 2 more than the Lemurs. Pitch popped up on the infield, right side, foul territory towards the first base dugout. Nieves trying to track it. He'll reach back over his head and make the play. Out number 2.
Nieves there was using his glove to shield the sun because he's not where that ball was played. It's not where the shadows were at, and in the sun. And it doesn't look like he had these sunglasses on. He almost overran it there, but did a nice job at the end of reaching back and making the play.
Yeah, very nice work there by Nieves. In fact, the Lemurs, the lowest team in strikeouts in the league, that's the Sioux City Explorers with 164, Joplin with 169. And then it jumps up to the Lemurs there, 184, and then Kansas City with 186. So certainly neither of these teams among the league leaders in strikeouts. They're in the lower half of the league, as leading the league is the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks with 229 at the plate. The 0-1 pitch to Tyler Massey, swung on and hit to deep right field, but that wind going to definitely keep it in the ballpark. As making the catch in front of the warning track is Dennis Phipps for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down inning. Nice work there for Sergey. We go to the bottom of the first. Lemurs and T-Bones scoreless.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnezazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnezazo de H-E-B. El carnezazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres, prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnezazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnezazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Miller and
Sean Fernie out there on the mound throwing his warm-up pitches to his catcher, Leonida. Leonida. The defense around him, Brandon Tierney at third. He was at second last night. Vladimir Frias at short. Brett Wiley at second. Jake Blackwood at first base. Starlin Rodriguez in left. In center field, Tyler Massey. And in right field, it's Anthony Asselon. J.D. Pulfer, Drew Martinez, Cesar Valera lead off the inning for the Lemurs. Sean Fernie this season 3-1 with a 2.22 ERA, 5 appearances, all starts. His last start, he got a win, throwing 5 innings, giving up 2 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks, and a strikeout. Walk total's a little bit high there for Fernie this season. The pitch to Pulfer taken for a ball, 1-0 the count to the Lemurs leadoff hitter. For the third straight night, J.D. Pulver batting .216 this season with a home run and 11 runs batted in. The Lemurs are one of the league leaders in walks with 129 this season. In fact, that's good for third in the league. Pitch will go back to the backstop, count 2-0 now to Pulver, as he tries to start off the ball game by getting on base any way he can for this Lemurs team, who is batting .246 now. The Lemurs keep upping their team batting average. It was .244 last night, so they increased it by 2 points. 2-0 pitch, Pulver taking, it's called a strike, and the count now 2 balls and 1 strike to J.D. Pulver. The Lemurs' offensive numbers keep on climbing. Of course, the walks, they were at one point leading the league in walks, or at least top 2, and they've dropped out of the top 2 and are now third in the league. That's what happens when you start hitting the ball more sometimes. And there's a single by Pulver as he hits one through the right side of the infield, going the opposite way with it. Leading things off here in the first inning, Lemurs, the runner on first, no outs, and Drew Martinez to the plate. Left-handed hitting center fielder from Memphis, Tennessee. Martinez this season for Laredo. He's played in every game for the Lemurs, all 28, batting .291. 12 runs batted in, no home runs this season. So Lemurs off to a good start. They had a 3-up, 3-down inning out in the field, delivered from Matt Sergey, and now a leadoff single by J.D. Pulfer. He gets his lead at first. Now a throw over. He jumps back into the bag safely. I don't know, maybe Warren can help me. I'm not huge into the wrestling thing, and especially not into wrestling that takes place in Mexico. What's the words on top of the masks that they have here on the scoreboard, the Jumbotron for the players?
It says FUA, F-U-A, but
is that a wrestler?
I don't know.
Pitch on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike to Martinez, 0-1.
I do not watch wrestling. If I do, I'll watch a couple minutes of Monday Night Raw once a month, but now that I don't watch wrestling.
All right. I thought maybe they'll throw in something, or maybe it's a wrestling term in Spanish.
No, I don't. It must be. I don't know, though.
Comes the 0-1 pitch to Drew Martinez. Nope, not a pitch. It's a throw over to first. A spin and fire from Fernie. Now, Pulfer is going to call time. He's going to walk out a few steps and smooth out the dirt there that he gets his lead in. Doesn't want any holes. He might twist an ankle or impede him from getting back to the bag or starting off. And the 0-1 pitch swung grounder down the first baseline. It's bobbled by the first baseman, Blackwood. And caught in a pickle right now is Pulfer, and he'll be tagged out at first. I don't know what was going through Pulfer's head. Maybe he thought that it was on a line and it was caught, or that it was a foul ball. That may have been the case. He thought it was foul, as it did hit off the glove of Blackwood and then roll foul, but once it hit Blackwood, it's fair. A interesting double play there as Martinez put out 3 unassisted, but would then go to 6 and back to 3 for a double play. And although the inning that started off very well for the Lemurs, now all of a sudden is no one on and 2 outs. Cesar Valera to the plate for Laredo, the third baseman. First pitch, Valera taking for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, Valera taking down and away. I've seen a 3-6-3 double play, but never like that one. Usually it's the first baseman fields it, throws to second, and then hustles back to the bag and covers first himself.
Yeah, I've never seen a play like that before. I would assume Pulfer was thinking it was a foul ball, or it was caught. Something.
Because he was already to second base pretty much. A few steps away. 2-1 the count to Valera. The pitch from Fernie swung on and lined back at the mound, but Fernie with the nice play makes the catch. That'll end the inning. So Fernie faces the minimum here in the first. We go to the top of the second. Lemurs and T-Bones both scoreless.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba-da, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Se dirige hacia la caja de bateo el primer base, número 10, Jake Blackwood.
Jake Blackwood, Anthony Gallus, and Brandon Tierney lead off the inning for the Kansas City T-Bones. Blackwood, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher, Matt Sergey. Blackwood this season batting .236, 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Well, the pitch from Sergey. He'll wind and deliver. Blackwood taking up and away for a ball, 1-0. Sergey, whose fastball usually in the low to mid 90s. Four-seamer can touch around 94, 95. Typically in the cutter two-seam in the lower 90s. That pitch at 93. You add in the 3 miles an hour that we need to for the video board out there. It said 90, but you know it's usually 3 miles an hour at least off. I've been told 5, but it'd be 3 to 4 is the safer bet. There's the slurve that just, actually that might have been a called strike right there. A little late call from Jordan Sandberg, but it looked like he did point. And yes, it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. The ball hit off the glove of Poso and rolled away from him as he couldn't quite catch it. 1-2 pitch to Blackwood. He'll take just outside at 94 miles an hour. Count 2-2, and what I give you is already adding in the number that is on the board. So don't add 3 to what I tell you. The pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Blackwood. And of course, we could still be 1 or 2 off, but higher or lower. But it's a pretty good estimation as to what he's throwing out there on the mound. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here to Blackwood. Last night, Blackwood was 1 for 4. He struck out twice, both times swinging. The payoff pitch from Sergey, swing and a foul tip off the mask of Poso. Count still full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, scoreless ball game. Sergey went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. It was just a 7-pitch inning, 6 of which were for strikes as he was pounding the zone early. He did get a strikeout there in the first inning, so 1K already tonight, as we like to keep track of how many strikeouts Matt Sergey gets. From the windup, shadow creeping up along the pitcher's mound, and the 3-2 pitch called strike 3 at the knees, and no dispute there from Blackwood. He did take his time getting out of the box, but it was almost a double take. Was that really the pitch I just saw go through? 1 out on the inning as Sergey struck out the first batter he's faced in each inning, and Anthony Gallus to the plate. And the pitch to Gallus just a bit inside, maybe a tad low on the slurve, 0-1, or 1-0. Gallus this season batting .242, 5 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Those 5 home runs lead the team. 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul tip off of Poso. He'll stand up, lift the mask off his head to take a breather. And the home plate umpire, Jordan Sandberg, going to walk almost halfway to the mound and toss the ball to Matt Sergey. Well, one of the Lemurs ball boys comes out of the dugout to retrieve that last ball that was pitched to Gallus. 1-1 the count. Gallus, a former member of the Cleveland Indians organization, made it up to AAA. Pitch swung on and fouled again off of Poso. I think that one caught his mask. Now he'll take his helmet completely off and catch some air. Boy, Poso taking a beating back there his last couple pitches. He is wearing protection, but still, you get hit in the helmet by something that's 90 plus miles an hour, it's going to hurt.
And in the heat, it's just going to wear you down even quicker down there, and that's a tough job catching, especially here in Laredo in the summer.
It is very, very hot out there today. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a hit off the handle, pop-up left side. Valera calling for it, the third baseman. He'll come in about 2 steps from where he had been and make the catch. And there's out number 2 in the inning. 2 up, 2 down here in the second. And to the plate, Brandon Tierney. Tierney playing third base tonight for the T-Bones. He played second base last night. Tierney right now batting .282, 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. .282 batting average, second on the team, behind Tyler Massey, who is batting in the 3 spot. The first pitch to Tierney, he swings and fouls it away, 0-1. Although Tierney in the last 5 games has gotten pretty hot, batting .294 overall. 5 hits, 5 for 17 with an RBI in the last 5 ball games. 0-1 pitch outside, and it'll go back to the screen as it tipped off the glove of Poso. A ball and a strike. Now the count to Tierney. So playing third base tonight for Kansas City as Nate Tenbrink is out of the lineup this evening after going 1 for 4 last night. 1-1 pitch to Tierney. Swing, ground ball, right side. Diving is Nieves as the shift was on. He'll flip to Sergey, who will touch the bag at first. And another 3 up, 3 down inning as it's completed there with a nice play by Nieves and Sergey. 3-1 the put out to Tierney. We go to the bottom of the second. T-Bones still scoreless. Lemurs to the plate, scoreless as well.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. El carnesazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres, prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnesazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
First pitch from Forney to Phipps is hit way out of the ballpark, and the Lemurs are on the board 1-0 here in the second. Sean Forney, first pitch of the inning to cleanup hitter Dennis Phipps, and Phipps with another home run. He is heating up here in the last 5 ball games. That's his 4th home run in the last 5 games. Came into the ball game batting .295 with 5 home runs and 17 runs batted in. That's his 6th of the season. As he hit that ball out to left center. In fact, almost more center than left there to that one of the deepest parts of the ballpark. Of course, wind blowing out to left, so that helps a little too. Zane Chavez takes first pitch inside for a ball, 1-0.
He knew that right off the bat, too. He had a nice look at it, did a little extra step going out there, and took his joyful time going around the bases.
A swing and a bouncer up the middle, backhanding its second baseman. Wiley, he'll flip to Frias to try to make the play at first, but it'll be a base knock for Zane Chavez. Chavez, first game as a Lemur, first game of the season, in fact, for anyone. came yesterday. He went 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. He also singled. So the second hit of the season. Chavez DHing today. He was the catcher last night. And Abel Nieves to the plate, first baseman for the Lemurs. So back-to-back hits for the Lemurs to start the second. They have 3 hits now in the ball game as J.D. Pulper led off the first with a hit. Lemurs lead 1-0 thanks to the Dennis Phipps home run. The pitch to Nieves. He swings, lines one through the right side of the infield. 3 straight hits to start the inning, and it's only been 4 pitches. Chavez moves up to second on the single, and Ty Morrison to the plate, left-handed hitter. Fernie came into the ballgame with a 2.22 ERA, which actually had him in the league's top 10 in pitchers. 6th in the league in ERA. But he has been hit around a little bit here in the first couple of innings. The pitch on the inside corner, a called strike to Morrison, 0-1. Third baseman Tierney playing in case Morrison tries to bunt and push those runners into scoring position. Morrison this season batting .276, a home run and 14 runs batted in. Runners on first and second for the Lemurs, no outs. They lead 1-0 thanks to the Phipps solo home run. 0-1 pitch, curveball called a strike, and the count now 0-2. Although in talking with the T-Bones broadcaster before the ball game, he did say Fernie is kind of a fly ball pitcher, which in this ballpark, you have a pull-hitting right-hander with the ball flying out to the short porch and left. It's not always a good thing to be a fly ball pitcher here. Pitch down and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we'll see how that plays out. So 1-2 count to Morrison, left-handed hitter. Left fielder hit his first home run of the season the other night in Joplin. Fernie looking back at second where Chavez gets his lead, and time is called by Morrison at the plate right before Fernie delivers. Chavez not really a guy who you would be too concerned about with stealing. He is a catcher, although he probably has a little bit above average speed for a catcher, but certainly isn't going to be leading the team in stolen bags. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Leonida. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As I look, Chavez in his career, he has 6 stolen bags, 3 of which came in his first season of pro ball in 2009, and then another couple last year. Pitch grounded towards the shortstop, Frias, and he'll flip to second, and it won't be caught by the second baseman Wiley. Boy, it looked like it could be a double play ball there. Should be an error on someone. Could be the second baseman, E4 on the fielder's choice. So fielder's choice is how Morrison will reach, and then an error makes Nieves safe at second. On the second baseman, first pitch fouled away back to the screen. Bases loaded for the Lemurs.
Looky here, look who's up with the bases loaded once again. The man, the panda. How about that?
Every time the bases are loaded, I look out to see who comes to the plate, and it inevitably is always Jesus Poso. At least that's how I feel like. The pitch to Poso, swing, ground ball, left side through the infield. 1 run will score, and that's it as Nieves is held up at third. And Poso actually hitting well with the bases loaded. You can't really complain. He had that string of games where I think he came up to the plate with 3 or 4 times with the bases loaded, and he grounded into 2 double plays.
It was like 3 times in 5 at-bats he came up with the bases loaded.
It's incredible. And the Lemurs lead now 2-0. The single by Poso. That's the 4th hit of the inning. Still no outs. Give Poso an RBI as Chavez came around to score. Nieves now at third, Morrison at second, Poso at first. Leonida talking to Fernie out there on the mound. Poso coming into the ball game with the bases loaded this season for the Lemurs, was batting .286 in 7 at-bats and had 5 runs batted in. The pitch up and into Rondon nearly hit him in the head. 1-0. Rondon on the year batting .227, no home runs, 11 runs batted in. Not really a guy with a ton of pop. It's line drives, ground balls, tries to find the holes in the infield and drop them into the outfield, in front of the outfielders. Pitch swung on and foul back to the screen, 1-1. So you can do here, likes to go the opposite way a lot. Hey, I know that word. They have on the luchador mask for Alvaro Rondon, it's a blue mask and it says Nacho across the forehead. The pitch to Rondon swung on and weakly hit down the third baseline, but foul. It'll be grabbed by the third base coach for the Lemurs, Gibby Villacuellar. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Rondon. Lemurs shortstop. Rondon digging in the box, standing right about in the middle of the batter's box, equal ground behind his back foot to the back chalk line as it is front foot to front chalk line. Pitch fouled away, and the count still 1-2 to him here. Poso at first, Morrison at second, Nieves at third. Lemurs lead 2-0. 5 hits in the ball game for the Lemurs, 4 coming this inning. And of course, Morrison reaching on a fielder's choice, still no outs. Fernie from the stretch toward the first base side of the rubber, swinging a soft grounder towards the third baseman. It's charging in as Tierney. He'll throw to first with it and will record the out of Rondon. So 5-3 as Nieves will score from third. Lemurs lead 3-0 right now over the T-Bones. 1 out in the inning. J.D. Pulfer to the plate for Laredo. Pulfer 1-for-1 today with a single. But somewhat of a base running blunder or say a blunder, but it's tough. I don't know what Pulfer saw or thought he saw or made him go back to first. He was almost a second the last time and it ended up being a double play ball. He started going back to first, got himself in a pickle on a ground ball to the first baseman. Pitch fouled off the catcher, Leonidas mask, 0-1. So a chance here for Pulfer to redeem himself a bit from his time on the base paths. Wind is really picked up here, blowing out to that left field corner. The flags are blowing all over the place. You have some flags blowing one direction, some flags blowing the other direction. I don't know what's going on there in left field. 0-1 the count to Pulfer. And the pitch on the outside corner called a strike, 0-2. And of course our 2015 championship flag blowing full on. You can almost see it here in the booth. Sometimes the way it is positioned, you can't really see it, but we can almost see the whole thing outlined. It's a very long flag. Pitch missing for a ball. 1-2. I say not a cloud in the sky. There's a small, thin little patch of clouds out to left field, but it's almost one cloud that's been broken up into lots of little mini clouds. There's a swing and a foul right side down the line off the Whataburger sign by the tarp. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pulfer. Pulfer last night 1 for 5. Struck out his last 2 at-bats, but he singled in the 5th inning to help push runners around. Lemurs ended up scoring a run, actually drove in a run in that 5th inning. So did have an RBI last night. That tied the game up at that point. Pitch swung on and grounded softly down the third baseline again. And this time the third baseman going to go to first again. That is Tierney, and he'll just get Pulfer. It looked like he thought about going home with it, realized he didn't have a force out at the plate as there was runners on second and third. So an RBI for Pulfer, 5-3 to put out number 2. And the Lemurs lead now by a score of 4-0. Still a runner on third base as Jesus Pozo moves up from second to third. Morrison, the runner who scores. I believe only 2 of those runs should be earned, as Nieves should have put out at second, and that out right there should have been the third out of the inning. A pitch to Drew Martinez inside for a ball, 1-0. Martinez, the 8th batter of the inning. Right now it says on the point streak, all 4 runs are earned. There's a swing and a hard hit ball to right field. Running back is Asselon, but that wind knocking it down, and Asselon will make the catch out there and right. Ending the inning. Lemurs score 4. We go to the top of the third. 4-0 lead over the Kansas City T-Bones.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com. Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit Hot Dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito Hamburger and Cabrito Hot Dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1990. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
We're back at Uni-Trade Stadium. James Nasser and Warren Shore in a 4-0 ball game. Lemurs leading the T-Bones into the mic for the next couple of innings. My partner, Warren Shore. Take it away, Warren.
Thanks, James. Due up 7-8-9 as Sergey's faced the minimum through 2 of Wiley, Leonda, and Asselon. First pitch to Brett Wiley. Outside for ball 1. Wiley on the season, batting .225 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. 1-0 called strike inside part at the plate, over at the knees. 1-1 the count. That one came in over at 92 miles an hour. And now Sergey working out of the windup. The 1-1 pitch fouled off back to the screen ahead of the count, 1-2. Wiley wasn't in the lineup last night, so this is his first action of the series. Now Sergey gets a sign from Pozo, and the 1-2. Chopped off at the plate foul. That's going to trickle over to the Lemurs. Dugout count remains at 1-2. Tonight here, Mexican night. Kind of fitting since the Mexican national team, men's soccer national team, plays tonight in the Copa America quarterfinals. As that 1-2 fouled off, out of play down the third base line. They play Chile games later on tonight. So the Lemurs here lead 4-0 in the top of the third inning. Dennis Phipps got everything started last inning with a solo home run. That 1-2 pitch to Wiley, high and wide. 2-2 the count. Wiley drafted by the St. Louis Cardinals in 2012 out of the 13th round as that 2-2 high, so full count. He attended Jefferson College in Hillsboro, Missouri, spent 4 years in the organization, playing 1 game last year in AAA, spent most of his time in Palm Beach at High A. And now the 3-2 pitch. Just missed, barely. Postel held that one there for an extra couple seconds. Sergey not pleased with the call. From our home plate umpire, Jason Sandberg, and that's going to be a walk, and that is the first base runner of the night for the T-Bones. And now that brings up Cole Leonda. Last night, Leonda 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, looks at a first pitch, strike one. Leonda on the season, batting 197 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. That curveball misses, 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch from Sergey, now out of the stretch, first base side of the rubber. That ball just misses again. Boy, he's not getting that fastball call. That ball's not missing by much. Wiley on first base, 1 stolen base on the season in his only attempt. And the pitch is fouled off back to the screen. As that levels the count at 2. As now we get the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, fastball over at the knees. Strikeout number 3 on the night for Sergey. That's the first out of the inning. And since the strikeout, $2 12-ounce Tecate Light for the rest of the inning if you're in the stadium. So that's the reason to come on out if you can make it for the rest of the inning. The first pitch, or actually check on Wiley over at first. He dives back safely. Due up now is Anthony Asselon on the season. Asselon only his 5th game, batting .091 with 1 hit and 11 at-bats. That pitch, he was late on that one. Strike 1. As now Sergey deals that pitch again, late on the swing. Strike 2, he's ahead in the count. 0-2. Sergey comes set, and the 0-2 pitch. High, 1-2 the count. Asselon out of the University of Indianapolis, his first season of professional baseball here with the T-Bones. 5'9", 160. Another check on Wiley over at first. Back safely, 1 and 2 the count. Gastelon is at his outer half of his foot is pretty, it looks like it's outside the batter's box. The line is gone, but he's using the bat of the batter's box. Runner going, swung and a missed strikeout. Wiley in there with the stolen base, so couldn't complete the strike him out, throw him out, but that'll be strikeout number 2 in the inning for Matt Sergey, 4 on the season, and for Wiley, stolen base, number 2 on the year for him. Now we're going to turn over the order to the leadoff hitter, Starlin Rodriguez. Rodriguez struck out swinging, more of a check swing than anything to start off the ball game here tonight. As he'll get the first pitch from Matt Sergey. That one's chopped right out of home plate. Sergey fields it, decides not to throw it to first. Probably the safe thing because you don't want a wild throw. And that will be an infield single for Starlin Rodriguez on a ball that went 15 to 20 feet. Barely got to the grass. So that will be a single. Wiley up to third. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. For Vladimir Frias. That's the first hit of the night for the T-Bones.
Yeah, we have you to blame, Warren, messing up the no-hitter and the perfect game here this inning in the third inning.
In the third inning, let me know when it's the 5th or 6th inning to get it cooking.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't start that conversation until...
Looks like we got a balloon out in left field that Morrison's trying to get out of play, and he successfully does without even touching it. So pretty nice work by Ty Morrison.
Using the force?
Maybe just using the wind or something. I don't know. Pretty good stuff there. But runners on the corners now for Frias. Frias fouled out to Abel Nieves, who made the play right by the Lemurs dugout in the first inning. The lefty digs in, runners at the corners. 4-0 Lemur lead, 2 outs here. Top of the third inning as we now have time called. The long look in as Sergey and Poso couldn't get on the same page there, and now they'll look to do it here. First pitch is hit high into right field. Dennis Phipps is under it. Couple steps to his right now, coming in, and he makes the play. So on the first pitch of the at-bat, Frias flies out and ends the T-Bones threat, stranding 2. Bottom of the third inning. What will happen after this break on the Lemurs Broadcast Network?
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
We're back here on the first pitch to Cesar Valera. Misses outside, ball one. Valera lined out to the pitcher in the first inning. Valera looks at that pitch, so 1-1 the count. Valera last night got a 2-run, 2-out RBI single to extend the lead to 5-2 and give the Lemurs some breathing room that they never looked back. That 1-1 over. 1-2 the count. And now the 1-2 inside. Valera a little turn in there. 2-2 the count. Is now working out of the windup. And the 2-2 pitch is chopped over to the third baseman. Bare hand plays, sidearm throw to first and gets Valera by a half a step. That's the first out of the inning. Nice play there. By Brandon Tierney over at third base. Now that's going to bring up Dennis Phipps, who got all the runs started this game with the solo home run to left. Almost cleared the grass, and now there is one fan out in left field on the grass awaiting the home run, another home run from Dennis Phipps. And now the 0-1 pitch to Phipps bounced in there. That went about 58 feet. 1-1 the count. In the second inning, the Lemurs sent up 8 hitters. The first 5 of them scored, or reached base, and the first 4 scoring. Now a little meeting of the mound between Leonda and Fernie. And now we can get underway with the baseball again with a pitch. Nobody on, 1 out for Dennis Phipps, 1-1 the count. And the 1-1. This is outside. Boy, this umpire tonight is not calling anything outside that looks close. For both teams, hey, I like an umpire that keeps it consistent, and he's keeping it consistent. As that 2-1 misses inside, 3-1 the count. As Fernie pretty much works on the edge of the rubber on the first base side. Looks like his heel is off the rubber. And now the 3-1. That one's way away. That's a walk for Dennis Phipps. He's reached base twice today. That's a 1-out walk for the Lemurs. That's going to bring up Zane Chavez. He singled and scored back in the second, kept the rally going. Chavez last night also scored, so he's already scored twice in 2 games he's played at a walk, a single, and a stolen base in his first game with the Lemurs in the regular season, as that pitch was inside, ball 1. The 1-0, bounced in there again. Nice stop by Leonda, the catcher. 2-0 the count. Phipps, 3 stolen bases on the season, but he's probably not going to run here. I say that, and now he'll be off on this pitch. The 2-0. Just caught the outside corner. Two and 1, but I think it's actually a 2-2 count. Scoreboard's off. And now the pitch. Chavez rips one back up the middle, past a diving Frias at second, and Phipps trots his way into second. And that will be base hit number 2 on the night for Zane Chavez. And now we're going to have a trip to the mound from the pitching coach, Bill Sobey, as Abel Nieves, one of the hottest hitters on the team, you could say. Not really power-wise, but definitely when it comes to just consistent at-bats of walking, putting the bat on the ball. Definitely putting the bat on the ball and putting it in play. Getting walks. Talked to him post-game last night. And he said, we're going to be fine. The Lemurs are going to be fine. And everything. He just talked about his solid approach to the plate. As on the scoreboard, they just played a clip from the movie Ant-Man. Now the meeting at the mound is over. And Abel digs in. He singled in his first at-bat. And the first pitch just missed high. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. That's a called strike, so 1-1. Runners on first and second, 1 out.
You mentioned Abel Nieves being hot. He got really hot on the road. In fact, even some of his outs that he hit into were some pretty good hits that he was just robbed of in that series up in Lincoln and in Joplin.
The 1-1 inside, so 2-1 the count. Nieves has no home runs on the season, but does have 5 RBIs. Batting .253, but his on base is .385. Has 21 walks on the season, leads the team. And in the American Association walks, he's tied for 4th. So one of the league leaders in walks as the 2-1. Called strike. Off-speed pitch looked like it caught the outer half. So count level at 2. Lemurs trying to add on to their 4-0 lead. And the pitch as he stays back on that one, but just lines one foul. That ball was slicing, and if it was stayed fair, that would have been trouble. Nieves had to wait on that off-speed pitch. Did a nice piece of hitting there, but it was just foul. Count remains 2-2. And now Fernie comes set, and the pitch inside, so full count. Nieves working the count. Fernie already at 53 pitches through 2 1/3 innings of work. And now the 3-2, we're actually going to check on Phipps at second. No one was even there as Fernie pointed to one of the middle infielders, Frias or Wiley, saying, why aren't you covering, even though Phipps has a nice lead. Like he was going to try and pick Phipps off, but Phipps knew no one was covering the bag. And now the 3-2 pitch inside, ball 4. That's going to load the bases. And Ty Morrison, that'll bring him up. Jesus Poso on deck. You never know, he might get another bases loaded at bat from the Panda. Now that's walk 22 on the season for Nieves. Morrison scored the go-ahead run last night on a wild pitch. He reached on a fielder's choice in the second, also came around to score. First pitch to Morrison, fastball, strike one. He scored the fourth and final run of the second inning. Bases loaded this season, Morrison. Only one at bat. Does have an RBI as that 0-1's fouled off. It looks like his front foot, right foot, so down in the count 0-2. He's 0 for 1 with RBI. As now the whole infield is covered in shadows. As Morrison lines one into center field, but right at Massey. Phipps at third will tag in, and he is going to score. He takes a long trot in. Massey, that ball had a lot more charge in it than what it looked like off the bat. He had to make the catch almost in left center field. He kept going back and back and back. So that's going to be an RBI for Ty Morrison. RBI number 15 on the season for him. Zane Chavez moves up to third on the sac fly.
Yeah, Massey actually barely caught that. He had to kind of stretch out the last second and almost lunge for it there. And full extension, make the catch over his shoulder. That wind doing wonders out there. Keep pushing that ball back into left center.
And with that, in the third inning, get your Lemurs 5 ready for the second consecutive day. Go to papajohns.com and type in the promo code Lemurs5. You will get 50% off your whole order. And now that brings up Jesus Panda Poso. He had an RBI single in the second, his 14th RBI on the season. Throw over to first, Nieves diving back safely. Poso not up with the bases loaded this time, which seems like a surprise. And now the 0-1. Poso fists that one, and that's going to be in the seats. So he's down on the count 0-2. Poso in his last 10 games, 333, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. That was coming into tonight. He's definitely been one of the hottest Lemurs hitters, and in the last 5 games, he's got the highest average. The 0-2 high, so 1-2 the count, batting .462 in the last 5 games. And now the pitch to Poso as he again shoots one opposite field in the right field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and the lead's now 6-0. That is the second consecutive inning. Jesus Poso has an RBI base hit, RBI number 15 for him on the season. Nieves moves up to second, and the Lemurs have a 6-0 lead. As Poso continues his hot streak, keeps this up, I might just have to call him by his one name that he wants to be called, Panda. He's going to get that. As the first pitch to Alvaro Rondon, that hits him right in the right arm, and he's holding it. That one's going to sting, and the bases will now be loaded. Poso up to second. Nieves over to third as he's shaking it out. He's going to have to shake it off. Personally, I feel like they should be playing some Taylor Swift Shake It Off right now. But that's why I'm not the music man.
Maybe for the visiting team. I feel like that would maybe irritate a player to have to hear Taylor Swift.
Well, what if they
after
like
he just got
Taylor
hit
Swift?
by a 90-mile-an-hour pitch?
What if you like Taylor Swift like me? Then you might think it's cool.
Yeah, maybe.
But I could definitely see that. I was thinking that after I said it. Maybe you probably wouldn't like this.
Yeah, so do it for the visiting team, then.
Yes.
They get hit by a pitch.
Yes, now that brings up the leadoff man, J.D. Pulfer. Pulfer, RBI ground out in the second, 1 for 2 for Rondon. First pitch. That misses ball one. Rondon, third. Second time he's been hit this season. And now the 1-0 to Pulfer. That's high. 2-0 the count. As for the second consecutive inning, the Lemurs have sent up 8 batters as there looks to be there's no activity in the Kansas City bullpen. They're letting Sean Fernie take one for the team tonight as Pulfer swung on and missed. There are a couple T-bones down there.
Warren, you can't quite lean out as far as I could. It looks like there's someone actually throwing, and they're not pitching yet, but they're throwing. They're kind of in the far corner, though. You couldn't really see them. I had to stick my head all the way out the window.
There you go. Okay, so they do have someone warming. But Pulfer now 2-1 the count. That pitch called strike 2. Pulfer not a fan of that one. So 2-2 the count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Lemurs lead 6-0. Pulfer bases loaded this season, 0 for 2. Looking to change that here. And the pitch is fouled off, back to the screen, stays alive at 2-2. Now he comes set, and now the pitch. Pulfer did a nice job of laying that one off. 3-2 the count. That pitch was low. With 2 outs, the runners will be moving. And we'll get the payoff. 3-2 pitch here. Fouls that one off. We'll have to re-rack. Lemurs will have to restock what bases they were at. And do it again at 3-2. Yeah, it's the full moon out. Over the first base side of the stadium is out. And now the pitch is a called strike 3. Pulfer thought that was ball 4. So Hill in the inning going down on strikes looking. The Lemurs add 2. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Lemurs leading the T-Bones 6-0.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a
Hay que registrarse para poder ganar una maleta gorra de las 2 Lemurs para el grito. ¿Quién quiere mirar mejor? Para ganarse el precio, también puede poner pasarlos en todo el tiempo. Demuéstrelo en el concurso. Registrados ahora en la puerta principal del estado de Newtwork.
Giving you a little taste there of Mexican night here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Warren Shore here alongside James Nasser. Top of the 4th inning, Lemurs lead 6-0. 3, 4, 5 hitters up. For the T-Bones, Tyler Massey leads this one off. Jake Blackwood on deck. Anthony Gallus in the hole. Only Matt Sergey tonight, 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. Extending his lead to 4 in the American Association with 45 on the season. First pitch to Massey. Ball 1 inside. Massey flew out to right field in his first at bat. And now let's take a trip around the American Association scoreboard. St. Paul leading Winnipeg, bottom of the 7th at Shaw Park as that 1-0 is hit over to Pulfer, who fields it cleanly on the edge of the grass, throws over to Nieves, and Massey is retired to get the first out of the inning. So in St. Paul, Shaw Park, bottom of 7. St. Paul leading Winnipeg 9-5. Bottom of the 1st inning in Wichita, scoreless against Fargo-Moorhead. They were in a rain delay, so they're finally getting underway there. Bottom of the 5th inning at Joe Becker Park. And Joplin, Sioux Falls trailing the Joplin Blasters 2-0. First pitch to Jake Blackwood is strike 1. Blackwood led off the 2nd inning, going down on strikes, looking. In Lincoln, top of the 8th inning, quick moving game there. It had started at 6:35, but still a quick game. Gary leading 2-0. In Sioux Falls, the Texas Air Hogs leading. The Sioux Falls Canaries 5-4. That 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 the count. So that's the trip around the American Association. Here in Laredo, your Lemurs lead 2-1, or 6-0. Pardon me, the count's 2-1. 2-1 fouled back to the screen. 2-2. Now Abel Nieves has some words from Matt Sergey. Must have seen something. J.D. Pulfer, the second baseman, pretty much playing behind second base or just to the left, as you see there on the video screen as he's in your picture. Outfield playing straight away in their normal positions. And now the 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside. Consistent on not calling those outside pitches. Sergey not pleased with that one. All those pitches outside have looked fairly close. Some of them have looked really good. Now we'll do the 3-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Blackwood goes down on strike, second time tonight. Strikeout number 5 for Matt Sergey. That will bring up Anthony Gallus. Popped out to Cesar Valera, the third baseman in the second inning. First pitch to Gallus. Off-speed pitch. From Strongsville, Ohio, attended Kent State University. Been a pro now for 6 seasons. Undrafted signee by the Cleveland Indians in 2010. That curveball misses outside, 2-0 the count. now the 2-0 as Gallows hits one high into right field. Phipps coming in, still coming in, Phipps, and he is going to reach out and make the play and actually collides with Pulfer at the end, but Phipps makes the play. He had to run a long way, probably close of upwards 90 feet. Now Phipps and Pulfer, before they go in the dugout, do a little hug, and that's a 3 up, 3 down. That is the third inning. Sergey's gone 3 up, 3 down, and faced the minimum. Lemurs leading 6-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth here on the Lemurs Broadcast Network.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it. You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think. The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn, Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Lemurs lead 6-0 in our house tonight. Martinez the batter. Martinez 0 for 2 on the evening. And the pitch misses down and away. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 to Martinez, that's fouled out of play. Over our heads to the left, 1-1 the count. Already 71 pitches. For Sean Fernie tonight. The 1-1 inside, 2-1 the count. Lemurs pounced on the T-Bones early, 4 in the second, 2 in the third. Martinez rips one into right center field, and that ball is going to get down for a base hit. And that's Martinez's first hit of the night, now 1 for 3. It's only the fourth inning. He's got about a couple, at least 2 more at-bats in this game. Now that's going to bring up Cesar Valera. Valera also 0 for 2. All Lemurs, except for Valera, have now reached base in the game. So it's now up to Valera to complete whatever you want to call that, perfection. Who knows, but completed, and he does line in one over the outstretched glove of Tierney at third base, and he's going to dig for 2. Martinez in safely at third, and Valera in with the stand-up double. So the Lemurs, something cooking here. Now all Lemurs have reached base in the game, and we're only in the fourth inning with nobody out. As you see on the replay, just ripped one down the line. That's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Dennis Phipps. Phipps homered in the second to start the Lemurs scoring tonight, and also walked in the third and came around to score. And now Phipps digs in. He was out of the box on that one. He thought it was a curveball. That's going to be called a strike. Phipps hit home run number 6 earlier, so it gives him 18 RBIs. He pops up that 0-1 in the infield. Second baseman Wiley now getting called off by Frias. And the play is made there. So Phipps, first out for him. Now that brings up Zane Chavez. Chavez 2 singles tonight with 2 runs scored, so 2 for 2. He's got a prime opportunity to get his first RBIs of the season. And the first pitch of Chavez, curveball, misses down and in. And the 1-0 pitch, Chavez swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. And now Fernie comes set, and that pitch just missed inside. 2-1. The Lemurs are just offensive attack here, trying to extend their winning streak to 4. Don't look like they're going to be letting up anytime soon. The 2-1. Hit slowly to the shortstop Frias, over to first base and gets Chavez, but that's going to bring in a run. That's going to be number 7. Martinez scores on the play. Valera up to third. RBI number 1 on the season for Chavez. And the Lemurs now lead 7-0 for Abel Nieves. Nieves reached base both times, singled in the second, walked in the third, scored in the second, so 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch, Nieves curveball. That one misses. That's ball 1. And 0-1 to Nieves. That's a called strike. 1-1 the count. Series finale tomorrow, 7:05. That 1-1 misses wide. Up next for the Lemurs on this 6-game homestand, that is going to be the Wichita Wingnuts, making their first trip to Laredo, and by the look of it, that 2-1 bounced in there. 3-1 to Nieves. It's going to be a first and second place battle, and probably a battle for first place. Wichita only a half game up coming into tonight on the Lemurs, and they're scoreless. So far only played an inning, but still, it's going to be a good series here. Uni-Trade Stadium starting Monday before they 3-city 7-game roadie for the Lemurs. And that 3-1 misses high. That's back-to-back walks. And Abel Nieves has reached base in all 3 at-bats tonight. So runners on the corners for Ty Morrison here with 2 outs.
Yeah, the next series, though, should be a good one. Certainly the second time the two teams, the Wingnuts and Lemurs, will have matched up this season. Already played one series up in Wichita, and definitely a battle of most likely the teams who will be in the top of the division as we go forward. If you can look at how things are shaking out early on here this season, and that's traditionally been how it's been. Wingnuts and Lemurs, the top 2 teams in some form or fashion there in the South Division, one getting the wild card, one winning the division. So certainly a big key matchup early in the season.
Now the first pitch to Ty Morrison, who Morrison had a sac fly in the inning as he lines one to center field, and that Massey tracking to his right catches the hard hit line drive. That's a line out for Morrison, and he will end the inning, but the Lemurs add another one, now lead 7-0. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Lemurs up 7-0.
Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeye's new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. El carnesazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres, prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnesazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Quench your thirst at a
Big thanks to Warren there for calling the 3rd and 4th innings for us. James Nasser here, back on the mic, taking through the next couple of innings. Lemurs leading 7-0 here in the top of the 5th inning as the Kansas City T-Bones come back to the plate for the 5th time tonight against Matt Sergey. They have had limited success so far tonight, just 1 hit, and they have walked once tonight against Sergey. Both of those coming in the 3rd as Sergey has worked very, very well here this evening against this T-Bones lineup. T-Bones this year, though, not exactly an offensive juggernaut. They are last in the league in batting average, although you could say almost the same for the Lemurs, as they are 3rd to last in the league. But they have been improving here as of late at the plate. First pitch to the batter, Brandon Tierney, missing for a ball, 1-0. The count to the 3rd baseman for the Kansas City T-Bones will be Tierney, followed by Brett Wiley and Cole Leonida. 1-0 the count. Now the wind and delivery from Sergey, called a strike, 1 ball and a strike. It is Mexico night here at the ballpark. They put in a lot of festive things here to bring out the Mexican spirit, Mexican flag colored themed things here. As if you wore a color of the Mexican flag, that pitch in the dirt, 2-1, you got in for free tonight. At least so I was told. So there's that. Of course, Laredo right on the border of Mexico. Their sister city, Nuevo Laredo, right there across the border. A check swing, pitch down and away, and the first base umpire, Brian Charlotte, says he didn't go through the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count to Brandon Tierney. Tierney today 0 for 1. He grounded out to the first baseman, Abel Nieves, on a play. Nieves made a fine diving stop for, and then he flipped the ball to the bag where it was being covered by Sergey. It was still a close play. The 3-1 pitch swung and grounded towards 3rd. Valera has it, taps the glove, fires to 1st, in plenty of time to get Tierney. 5-1 the putout, or 5-3 the putout, not 5-1. 3rd to 1st. Brett Wiley, the batter now. 1 out, no one on. Wiley walked in his first plate appearance, ended up stealing a bag for the Kansas City T-Bones tonight, and was stranded at 3rd base, as Kansas City at one point had runners on 1st and 3rd tonight. But there were 2 outs in the inning, and Sergey worked out of it, getting a fly out to right field to end the inning. That was in the 3rd. The only time the T-Bones have really threatened at all. Brett Wiley, the batter, swinging a miss. First pitch, 0-1. Already 5 strikeouts in the night for Matt Sergey, with 1 out in the 5th. Wiley, a left-handed batter. A couple of switch hitters in the lineup for the Kansas City T-Bones, or on the roster. There's another swing and a miss. 0-2. That would be Vladimir Frias, the shortstop, and the man who caught last night but not catching tonight, Steve Swingle, both switch hitters. Well, Leonida doing the work behind the plate tonight. He is on deck for Kansas City. Sergey nods in agreement with his catcher Jesus Poso, and the 0-2 pitch taken high for a ball. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wiley. Sergey off to a fantastic start this season as he builds off of what he did last year with the Lemurs in the regular season. Didn't allow a run in his 3 starts last season. The pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count still a ball and 2 strikes, and he's been every bit as dominant here this year. He has has yet to allow more than 1 run in a start. He's made 5 starts. He's allowed 1 run 3 times. Just been absolutely filthy out there on the mound. And teams, they always want to know, especially, via the other broadcaster, the 1-2 pitch just outside and the count 2-2. Hey, is Sergey pitching this series? When is he pitching? Well, why? Oh, the guys were just wondering if they'll have to face Sergey or not. Word's getting out there that this guy's pretty good. 2-2 pitch to Wiley. Up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the count is full. 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Lemurs leading 7-0 over the Kansas City T-Bones. T-Bones here, they had stopped in Wichita before coming here. Took on the Wichita Wingnuts. 3-2 pitch to Wiley. Swing and a pop-up over our heads, so we'll reset and do it all over again here. Wiley walked his first time at the plate. Last night, Wiley was not in the lineup. So his first action this series. Sergey nodding once more. Another payoff pitch to Wiley. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Running back is Martinez. He'll make the catch out there about straightaway center. 2 away, Cole Leonida to the plate. Wiley, though, in the last 10 games, he's only played 8 of them. And in the last 5 games, just 3 of them. Has not been what you would call hot, going with a 182 batting average. Leonida to the plate. He's been struggling as well. He's 0 for his last 8 at bats. And he'll hit that one in the air to left center, and that ball will be caught by the center fielder Martinez again on the first pitch. Another 3 up and 3 down inning for Matt Sergey. No strikeouts though in this one, a couple of flyouts, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Lemurs leading 7-0 over the T-Bones.
Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919. Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care 1 athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific boys and girls clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401.
All right, bottom of the fifth, Lemurs to the plate. First pitch to Jesus Pozo will come inside, and it hit him in the hand. He leaned back. I couldn't tell if it hit the bat or the hand, but home plate umpire Jordan Sandberg says got him in the hand. Panda heads down to first base on the hit by pitch. First pitch from the new pitcher, Johnny Shuttlesworth. As my partner Lauren pointed out between innings, it's like Jesus Shuttlesworth. And he just hit Jesus.
Yeah, I wonder.
Down and in for a ball, 1-0 to run.
Where's Ray Allen?
I never did see that movie.
I haven't seen it. But I found out, we were talking about the masks earlier. I found out what the one mask meant.
Pitch called a strike. One ball, one strike.
Maybe I could give what they call a tease whenever, I think it was Valera that had the was it Nia or Fia?
Oh, the mask, yes. Fua. Swing and a fly ball to right. Now having to backtrack on it. Misplaying it is Asalon, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Coming around to third and being waved home is Pozo. Alvaro Rondon headed to third. The play at the plate, not in time. Pozo will score. We'll see how they rule that, either a triple or an error. He didn't touch it. That ball was misplayed due to the wind, I think. Let's take a look at the replay here. He tried to battle with the wind and he lost. Nice work by Rondon with the RBI triple. J.D. Mulford to the plate. That ball was definitely pushed, I think, by the wind. Because you had Aslan who thought he was camped under it. Maybe he didn't even see it. That could be a situation. Pulford tries to check his swing, but he gets run up by the home plate umpire. 0-1 the count, Pulford. So what does Fua mean?
It's from a video on YouTube, and it's in this guy in the forest.
Pitch low for ball one.
Just yelling, Fua, Mexican wrestler, just yelling it in the forest. It's on YouTube. So
I'm not really into wrestling at all.
Neither am I.
You watch more wrestling than I do.
Oh,
with your once a month Monday Night Raw for 5 minutes.
Once a month.
1-1 pitch low for a ball.
If. It's not a monthly tradition. Oh, it's my 5 minutes to watch Monday Night Raw. If I am flipping through the channels and it's on, I will stop for 5 minutes if there's a match to watch.
2-1 pitch, infield in, pitch fouled away. They should be having Lemur shot on sale, but now they're advertising another shot for $5. Why pay $5 when you can get $3 Lemur shots? 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Rondon over at third base. 10 hits in the ball game for the Lemurs tonight. As they keep pouring on the runs, they've scored now in 4 straight innings. Pitch just a tad low to Pulford. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Lemurs' second baseman, who is 1 for 3. He has an RBI. Singled in the first to lead off the first inning for the Lemurs, and then grounded out in the second inning, but he did drive in a run. Has a chance to drive in another run. The 3-2 pitch called strike 3. Pulford goes down looking. They had 3-2 on the board. I had 2-2. I may have missed one in there. Drew Martinez. So the count was 3-2. Pulford goes down looking. Thought he had ball 4 for maybe a half second before being rung up for out number 1. here in the 5th inning. So a hit by pitch and a triple have scored the Lemurs a run and have a runner at first as Drew Martinez takes strike one, 0-1 the count. So Shuttlesworth on the hill. I haven't even been able to give you his numbers with all of the action and the mask conversation here we've been having. So let's take a look what he's done this year. 3-1. That's Fernie's numbers. Shuttleworth, pitch outside. 6'1", 225. Pitched with Mobile and Visalia last year in the Diamondbacks organization. Another former Diamondback in the American Association. Is 2-2 with a 7.54 ERA, 6 appearances, 5 starts. So he was in the rotation. Pitch called a strike to Martinez. Count now a ball and 2 strikes. Last pitched against Wichita, he threw 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk and 1 strikeout in a relief appearance. Pitch swung on, a bouncer towards the first baseman, Blackwood. Rondon will hold up at third as Blackwood fields it and takes it to the bag at first himself to retire Martinez. Martinez now 1 for 4 in the ball game with a run scored. And Cesar Valera, who has a hit in the game as well, a double tonight, 1 for 3 in the ball game, comes to the plate with a runner on third. Shuttlesworth did get hit around a little bit as a pitcher, especially in his last start against Joplin, going an inning and 2/3, giving up 7 runs, all earned on 7 hits. There comes the pitch, taken for a strike by Cesar Valera. In the upper part of the zone, count 0-1. Shuttlesworth with the 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt, he chased it, 0-2. Johnny Shuttlesworth, the right-hander from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, went to American Christian Academy in high school in Tuscaloosa, and then went to college at Faulkner University in Montgomery. The 0-2 pitch high for a ball. 1-2. He was drafted in the 28th round in the 2013 draft out of Faulkner by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pitch missing inside on the curve, 2-2. It evens up. Played in 2013 through 2015, making it up to Double-A Mobile last season, where he pitched in 2 games, making 2 starts. Primarily, though, used as a reliever until this season. Swing and a soft grounder towards the middle, right to the right side of the bag at second. Wiley throwing late to first, and he's safe. That'll be another hit, 11th of the ball game, and an RBI. Valera's second hit of the game.
You see Wiley here on the replay is going to have trouble getting it out of his glove. But you could, there's a chopper over the head. You see it right there having trouble. It took him about 3 times to get it, and that's why Valera is safe.
Took him a little while to get it out of the glove. Valera beating it out. Dennis Phipps to the plate. Lemurs now lead 9-0 over the T-Bones after their RBI infield single. Pitch to Dennis Phipps. Those slow rollers can cause some problems. But you see infielders probably struggle more getting these slow bouncers or slow rollers out of their glove than they do the hard shots. 1-0 the count to Phipps, who already has a home run tonight. Pitched down and in for a ball. 2-0 now the count. He homered in his first at bat on the first pitch to lead off the second. It was the first run of the game, and right now it's the only run the Lemurs have needed as they lead 9-0. The 2-0 delivery. Phipps swings and hits one out of play to the right side, and the count now 2-1. But Phipps then later walked and then popped out. Ended up scoring though when he walked. So 2 runs scored tonight for Phipps. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Valera over at first base getting a lead. 2-1 delivery. Phipps with a big swing and a miss. Count 2-2. It evens up. Just 1 hit in the game for the T-Bones. They've also walked once. They've committed an error. No runs for them. 11 hits for the Lemurs. They've played error-free baseball here back home in Laredo. Shuttlesworth will step off the mound, go through the signs again with his catcher Leonida. In his affiliated career, Shuttlesworth appeared in 86 games over the last few years and just made a total of 3 starts. That ball grounded to the left side of the mound. Shuttlesworth fielding it. He's going to throw to first, a little bit wide, but the play is made by Blackwood, and that'll end the inning. A 1-3 put out of Phipps. And we go to the top of the 6th. Lemurs tack on another 2 runs. They've now scored in 4 straight innings, leading 9-0 over the T-Bones.
Chavarrias Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties, shredded cheddar cheese,
The creamy sauce.
creamy steak sauce. My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite, it's hard to describe, it's hard to put into words. The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que se...
First pitch to Anthony Asselon is a ball. Asselon leading off the inning, 1-0 the count. He'll take another 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes, the count to Asselon. Sergey winds and delivers the 2-0 pitch up high for a ball. And the count now 3-0. Asselon today 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That was back in the 3rd inning. Sergey continuing his dominant self that he's had this season. He'll wind in the 3-0, called a strike. Get me over and count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Now the 3-1 pitch. Asselon taking down and away. And there's ball 4. So Sergey issues his 2nd walk of the game. That's something he does a lot, is walk batters. He walked a season high 4 in his last start. Just 2 walks here so far tonight. He has walked at least 1 batter, though, in every start. Walked 1 batter in a start in 2 different starts, and then 2 in one, 3 in another, and 4 in another. So far 2 tonight. Starlin Rodriguez at the plate with 1 pocket hanging out and 1 pocket almost hanging all the way out. Pitch called a strike, 0-1. Starlin Rodriguez in his his 2nd year with the Kansas City T-Bones, pitched low for a ball. Played with the team last year in 36 games. Started 2015, though, with the Wichita Wingnuts, where he played in 17 games. Ended up getting picked up in the middle of the season by the St. Louis Cardinals organization. Played at AA, a ball and a strike right now, the count. At AA Springfield in the Texas League. But he only played 10 games there before getting released. He hit .067 while with the Springfield Cardinals. Was with Kansas City last year, where he played 36 games and he hit 300. Well, not quite batting 300 this year, a .211 hitter at the moment. And the pitch inside for a ball. Should I say he started with the Cardinals? I think he started with the Cardinals. Sorry, at AA. He started his career with the Cardinals. He did play on the Rays Dominican Summer League team in 2009. Pitch, Rodriguez swings, hits one high in the air to left, down the line. Morrison's chasing it. That ball will go out of play, foul, as it just hooks a little too far to the left. Count 3-2 now to Rodriguez. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Sergey trying to get his 6th strikeout of the night. He does lead the league in strikeouts coming into tonight, well, tied for the league lead. Now the pitch, runner moving, swing, ground ball, left side through towards the hole. Diving is Rondon. He'll scamper to his feet, throw to first, and it's not in time. A bang play, a fantastic play by Rondon just to grab the ball. And Rodriguez, who does have some speed, manages to beat it out. It'll be a single. I want to see a replay, but they're not giving it to us. And Ben Moore's going to come out and have a chat with Matt Sergey out there on the mound. They're not giving us a replay, but I'm sending Warren next door to the replay people or to the video people to have him get a look at this to see if Rodriguez was safe or out. There at first base. Now Jordan Sandberg, home plate umpire, going to break up that mound visit by Ben Moore. He's out there talking with Sergey and Poso. But runners on first and second right now for the T-Bones. This they're really the first time they've actually had a base runner since the 3rd inning. In that 3rd inning, they had 2 base runners. Sergey walked the batter and gave up a hit. The hit came when he had 2 outs already. Here there's no outs and runners on first and second. So the best opportunity the T-Bones have had to score some runs. They do trail, though, 9-0. Lemurs with the lead in hand. Sergey from the stretch. Looks back at second, and the pitch, swinging around a bunt, was free as he pulled it back, pitched down and in for a ball, 1-0. So Frias at the plate, switch hitting shortstop, batting from the left side. Doesn't wear any batting gloves. The pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen, so him not trying to bunt guys over. Really, at this point, if you're trying to bunt guys over in the 6th inning down by 9, you're just trying to avoid a shutout. If you're really wanting to get back in the ball game, you need hits and base runners. 1 or 2 runs this inning doesn't help you a whole lot as you're getting into the late stages of the ball game. So the count 1-1 to Frias here. He's played in a few different organizations. 1-1 pitch, swing, and a foul off the glove of Poso. Count now 1-2. One of the more athletic shortstops in the league, at least I think. As I've seen him play in the last couple of years. Of course, shortstop, certainly a position that your most athletic player is going to play. He was drafted in the 30th round in 2008 by the San Francisco Giants. He was drafted a couple times, actually. That was the time he signed, though, out of Tennessee Wesleyan. We've heard that college a few times. Pitch popped up, shallow left. Morrison charging in, Rondon going out. Morrison calling off Rondon and will make the catch for the out. He was also drafted out of Chippewa College in 2004, 4 years previous. So a fly out to left, out number 1. Nice work by Sergey getting the out. Played in the Giants organization, Red Sox organization, and the Cubs organization. Most recently in 2013 with the Red Sox for a 2nd time. Tyler Macy to the plate. Macy, left-handed hitter. You can hear that wind just howling into the microphone. We do have a windsock on it, so that's how hard it's blowing out to left field right now. Tyler Macy taking down and in for a ball, 1-0. The Lemurs get to the plate. They'll have Chavez, Nieves, and Morrison due up, as they're the only 3 hitters who actually didn't come to the plate last inning. A 6-batter inning there in the 5th. In fact, the Lemurs tonight have only had 1 inning where they went 3 up and 3 down. Pitch on the inside corner, called a strike. That was the first inning. In fact, but they didn't go 3 up, 3 down. Just 3 batters came to the plate. There was that odd double play ball there in the inning. Otherwise, the fewest batters that have come to the plate is 6. They did 6 in the 4th and 6 in the 5th. That's how good the offense has been there here tonight. 1-1 pitch high for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Of course, for the T-Bones, they've had 3 up, 3 down at the plate 4 times tonight in the first 6 innings. Sergey looks back at second, throwing from the stretch, middle of the rubber, fires the 2-1 just outside, and the count 3 balls and a strike. So Sergey struggling a bit here to find the zone. He walked Anthony Asalon on a total of 5 pitches, and then went full count with Rodriguez before giving up a single. And down here, 3 balls and a strike to Massey. 3-1 pitch. He doesn't struggle to find the zone there. 3-2. Sergey with the 88 pitches out there I see on the board. So pitch number 89 here from the stretch, and the 3-2 payoff pitch called strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. Sergey 1 out away from getting out of the runners on first and second jam that he had to start the inning. That is 6th strikeout of the ball game. Pitching a little more to contact tonight, still racking up strikeouts, 6 tonight. They're trying to keep the pitch count a little bit lower to try to go a little longer. If he can get through Blackwood here relatively quickly, you'd think he could, staying around the 90 pitch mark, go out for at least 1 more inning in the 7th. At least just based on pitch count. The first pitch to Blackwood, down and away for a ball, 1-0. Of course, I don't know how actually tired he is or losing any effectiveness, if any, that he is out there on the mound. I'm just purely going off of the amount of pitches he's thrown. 1-0 the count. This probably the hottest day that we've had in Laredo. 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul tip back in the glove. 1-1 this season. It will probably be about this. This is about the norm here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Pretty solid breeze throughout the early parts of the game. Once the sun sets, the wind starts whipping around out to left field, and it stays pretty warm here. Pitch just inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Looked pretty good from here, but I am up the third baseline and above the plate, so I don't always know what is the best call for balls and strikes, that's for sure. 2 balls and a strike over at first base. You have Rodriguez at second, Asalon. The pitch, swinging a foul back to the wall behind home plate. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sergey at 91 pitches. Of course, we can't see the bullpen because there's a wall in the way. Usually you can see if someone's throwing. You can see a ball or an arm flying up. But we'll keep an eye on it during the Lemurs at-bats to see if maybe we'll have a new pitcher in the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on first and second for the T-Bones. They trail the Lemurs 9-0. The pitch from Sergey, just a little bit low, a tad outside as well. Count runs full, 3-2. So with 2 outs and a full count, Lemurs are shifted to pull on Blackwood. The runners will be moving on the pitch. Sergey knows that. He throwing from the stretch here, peering in. Getting the sign from Pose. We'll see what they do here with the 3-2 pitch to the cleanup hitter, Jake Blackwood. The runners move. Here it comes. It's popped up on the infield, right side, foul territory. Nieves chasing it. At the last second, has to turn on the jets, and he'll miss it in foul territory. He had the glove under at his waist, trying to basket catch it. I think it did tip off of his glove. See if they rule the error. Well, foul ball errors are always weird. You actually can rule them in error. I think there's a weird rule that where they could possibly not be ruled in error if the batter is retired. Baseball and all of its strange intricacies. So the count's still full, 3-2. Runners will again move on the pitch. As Sergey from the stretch comes set. Out there on the mound, delivers. Runners move, swing, and a foul chopper back to the wall, and the count stays full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners trot back to their positions here. Top of the 6th inning. T-Bone's desperately trying to get on the board here. Sergey trying to keep that shutout intact. Sergey from the stretch again. The runners move. The 3-2 pitch, swing, and a miss. Dropping to a knee in the batter's box is Blackwood. And Sergey with the last 2 outs, punching him out himself. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Lemurs lead 9-0 over the T-Bones.
¿Celebrar que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lights, we invented light beer, and you're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
There's a reason why Popeyes creates some of the best tasting chicken in the world. We were born in New Orleans, Louisiana, the land of good fun and great cooking. Spicy flavor is a way of life in New Orleans, and everything we make reflects it. From our Popeyes bona fide chicken and handcrafted tenders to our home-style mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy and our soft, buttery biscuits, everything we make is made with care and served up fresh. Only at Popeyes.
The Chop House cheddar.
Bottom of the 6th. 0-1 pitch to Zane Chavez. He tried to check a swing, and he did. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lemurs leading 9-0 right now. Chavez at the plate. Today he's 2 for 3 in the ballgame with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Swings, grounds 1 towards first. Blackwood no trouble with that one, and he'll take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted. Chavez retired. Looks like it is still Shuttlesworth out there on the mound for the Kansas City T-Bones as Abel Nieves steps into the plate. First pitch to Nieves, called strike 0-1. Nieves today 1 for 1. He walked twice today already. He has scored as well tonight. The 0-1 pitch called a strike, and it's now 0-2. So Shuttlesworth continuing to pound the zone here against Abel Nieves, guy who will take a lot of pitches. Grounds 1 the opposite way towards the second baseman. Wiley, he scoops it up and flips it to first. Quickly 2 away for the Lemurs here in the 6th. Maybe the Lemurs will break their streak of 4 straight innings with scoring a run. Not that they need any more runs. Lemurs leading right now 9-0. 4 runs in the second, 2 in the third, a run in the fourth, and 2 more in the fifth. Morrison to the plate, swing and a miss, 0-1. Today he is 0 for 2 with a sac fly, at least on a fielder's choice, and he scored a run. No balls, 1 strike, the count to Morrison here. And the pitch from Shellsworth working quickly, down and away for a ball, 1-1. So we got the first 2 outs with a combined 6 pitches. Throwing from the windup. And the 1-1 pitch called a strike. That was his third pitch to Morrison. 3 pitches to each of the last 2 batters, so we'll have to go at least 4 pitches here to retire Morrison. 1-2 the count. Shellsworth delivering, pitch high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like the Lemurs have this one in hand, although you can't guarantee a win necessarily or say that they have won the game. Certainly still some baseball left to be played. Ground ball right side, first baseman Blackwood again will take it to the bag himself, scooping it off the ground, and another 3 unassisted. 3 ground outs to the right side of the infield for the Lemurs here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Laredo leading Kansas City by a score of 9-0.
Whataburger is back at Whataburger.
First of all, you start with a large bun, 2 patties,
Shredded cheddar cheese.
The creamy sauce.
Creamy steak sauce.
My personal favorite part is the onions, the grilled onions and bacon.
Grilled perfection.
It's good stuff. Love it.
You take a bite. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger.
Chop House Cheddar Burger. It's back.
I don't have anything else to compare it to. It's the best out there, I think.
The Chop House Cheddar Burger is back.
Only at Whataburger and only for a limited time.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que por fin compraste carro nuevo? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? ¿Que hoy empieza tu fin de semana? ¿O que hoy se acaba tu novela y mañana empieza otra? La respuesta es la misma, pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres, pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. El carnesazo de H-E-B es una pachanga de sabor. Solo tienes que invitar a los compadres, prender la parrillita, ponerle unas fajitas, costillitas, chuletitas, salchichitas y, ¿por qué no?, hasta un pollo mariposita. Y que no se te olvide la musiquita y hasta una buena bailadita para un gran carnesazo. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo, carne asada con ganas, solo en H-E-B.
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
Well, after one of the strangest and confusing between inning promotions I've ever seen, contests here in Oklahoma, we go to the 7th. Warren Shore to the mic here in the 7th inning. New pitcher, Warren. Who is it?
The new pitcher, Troy Marks. Marks 0-3 on the season with a 6.15 ERA in 6 games, 5 starts. His second appearance out of the bullpen. He's pitched 26 in the 3rd innings. Struck out 19, walked 16 in his last outing, which was last night. As the first pitch to our batter, Anthony Gallus, is ball number 1. He pitched 1 inning of shutout ball, walked 1, struck out 1. The 4 batters he faced, Gallus, that's a strike 1 to him. 1-1 the count. His last start of the season, he pitched June 13th. Allowed 4 2/3, or went 4 2/3 of the inning. The 1-1 Gallus checked swing there as that pitch went off post, so it looked like a shoulder protector. He went 4 2/3 in Lincoln on June 13th when the Lemurs lost 5-2, allowed 4 runs, 6 hits, walked 4. And the 2-1 to Gals way outside. 3-1 the count. Lemurs lead 9-0 here. They have those 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and the 3-1 pitch is hit into left center field. Going back is Morrison, and that ball looks, actually Morrison makes the catch. As that ball, you thought it might have got down. Morrison legged that one out, and that's the first out of the inning. Morrison was right at the warning track. Now that brings up Brandon Tierney. Tierney, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch ripped for a base hit into right field, and that will be a 1-out base hit for Nate Tierney. Now 1 for 3 on the day. For Tierney, second hit of the series, had a RBI double last night in the second inning. Actually scored the first run of this series. And now the first pitch to Brett Wiley. He's 0 for 1 on the day, walked, had a stolen base back in the third, flew out to center field in the fifth. And that 1-0 in there. Strike 1. And now Marks working out of the stretch, deals the 1-1. Nice pick there by Posto. 2-1 the count. Take a look at the scoreboard. 2 finals in the association tonight. St. Paul defeated Winnipeg 11-5. And they are the first team to 20 wins. And now 21 is that. 2-1 is chopped over to Pulfer. Looked at second, but holds on and throws over and gets Wiley over at first. Pulfer had to move to his left in the hole to make the play. Thought about going to second, maybe doubling up Wiley, but he can only get one, so now there's 2 outs with Tierney at second base. St. Paul actually reached a 20-win mark last night, 21-9, best record in the American Association. Only team without double-digit losses on the season. Now up to bat is Cole Leonda. As now Marks comes set. 0 for 2 on the day for Leonda, and that curveball called strike. Elsewhere, another final and a brisk pace in Lincoln, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Gary defeated Lincoln 3-0. Gary now improves to 14-15 on the season. Lincoln falls to 17-12 as that 0-1 pitch outside ball 1. And with the result tonight, the Lemurs can win. They will now have the second best record in the American Association with Lincoln losing tonight. So you got to imagine they're not going to give up this 9-run lead. As Marks now comes set, deals the 1-1. Curveball. Leonda way ahead of that one. 1-2 the count. Games going on currently. Top of the 5th inning. Fargo leading Wichita 7-0. That one was a rain-delayed start. That one looks like it got a 2-hour late start. Didn't start till around 8 o'clock. So late start there, but quickly moving game there. Joplin leading Sioux Falls 3-2, top of the 8th inning. As that 1-2 is hit over to Rondon, the shortstop taps the glove before he throws over to first, and Leonda is retired, and that will end the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Laredo with your Lemurs leading the T-Bones 9-0.
Driscoll Health Plan loads the bases with value. We knock it out of the park with all the value-added services we bring to our Medicaid members. Driscoll families cheer on the Grand Slam packages, sports physicals, free memberships to Boys and Girls Clubs, and dental care for pregnant women over 21. Take a swing at our baby showers offered by Cadena de Madre. Forget those peanuts and Cracker Jacks, root for our baby blankets and more. Come slide into home when you receive gift cards for completing Texas Health Steps checkups and attending postpartum visits on time. Don't miss a play. Restrictions and limits may apply. Visit DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Before your Memorial Day party gets going, drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reductions store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
Right now, when you sign up for a Gold's Gym membership, you'll get tons of extras completely free. Confidence, free. Compliments from your coworkers, free. And the desire to wear tiny bathing suits, you guessed it, free. You'll be stronger with extras, and you'll be stronger with Gold's Gym. Know your own strength. Tiny bathing suit not included.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific Boys and Girls Clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic, the official team doctors of your Laredo Lemurs. Now with 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Our north location is located at 9652 McPherson Road, Suite 12. Our south location is located at 5102 State Highway 359. Laredo Sports Medicine offers an array of services from physical therapy to our newest service, orthopedic surgery. Laredo Sports Medicine Clinic is changing orthopedic care one athlete at a time. Visit our website at laredosportsmed.com for more information.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, fans having fun during the 7th inning stretch, playing a little game on the top of the Lemurs dugout. Lemurs leading 9-0. New pitcher for the Kansas City T-Bones, that is Evan DeLuca. DeLuca, 6'1", 210 pounds, from White House Station, New Jersey. Second season with the T-Bones, pitching 8 games last year at a record of 1-0, .71 ERA in 12 2/3 innings pitched today, or this year, as the first pitch to Jesus Panda Posto bounced in there, ball 1. He's 0-1 in 13 games, an ERA of 1.20. 15 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts, 10 walks, 8 hits. Last outing, June 16th. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 run, faced 4 batters. Posto pops one up in right at first base, actually. The wind now blowing that ball back towards second base. Jake Blakewood made a nice play playing the wind. Posto retired. That's the first time he hasn't reached base tonight. He has 2 RBI singles. Nice all hit by a pitch back in the 5th and scored. So he's having a nice stretch here at the plate. Now that brings up Alvaro Rondon. Rondon tripled and scored back in the 5th. That was an RBI triple, so that will be RBI number 12 on the season for Rondon. DeLuca, drafted out in the 44th round out of Immaculata High School in Somerville, New Jersey by the New York Yankees. He was up in the Yankees until 2014, or pardon me, 2012. Then spent some time in the Frontier League with the Wind City Thunderbolts. Time in the Northwest League with the Tri-City Dust Devils. Not the Texas A&M Dust Devils. And then in 2015, before joining the T-Bones, he spent time with the Somerset Patriots in the Atlantic League. So has been out of affiliated ball since 2012. 2-1 the count to Rondon. His career in the minors, 4 seasons. He's 4-6 in 53 games, and now we'll get the 2-1. Rondon fouls that one off the screen. 4-6, 53 appearances, started 17 games, pitched 118 innings, had 109 strikeouts. Lefty. So that is the story on Evan DeLuca here in his 2nd season with Kansas City. The 2-2 pitch is popped foul out of play. Rondon remains 2-2. Let's finish the scoreboard. Lots of runs in Sioux City. The Explorers lead the Air Hogs 11-8. Pardon me, now 12-8 after you hit refresh in the top of the 6th inning. So 21's already that game. It's a high-scoring one. Rondon fouls that one off, and it looks like the fan tried to make a one-handed catch, but couldn't make it. Count remains 2-2. And here in Laredo, 9-0 Lemurs lead, bottom of the 7th. Now DeLuca kicks and fires, and Rondon swings and misses at it, so he goes down on strikes. Only the 3rd time a Lemur has gone down on strikes, and before that, Pulfer was the only one to do it. He went down the 3rd and 5th. Looking, he singled in the 1st inning, had an RBI ground out in the 2nd, so 1 for 4 on the day. So taking a closer look, Sioux City scored 4 runs in the 1st, 6 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. Texas 2 in the 1st, 3 runs in the 3rd and 4th, so plenty of runs in that game. First pitch to Pulfer, down low, 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th, nobody on. And now the 1-0 down low, 2-0 the count to Pulfer. So if things hold, Wichita losing 7-0. Lemurs leading 9-0. The Lemurs will now have a 1.5 lead over the Wingnuts. The Wingnuts have won 9 out of their last 10 games, so they're definitely hot. Pulfer looks at a strike, 2-1 the count. To the 2nd baseman, leadoff hitter. Awaits a pitch from the lefty, Evan DeLuca. As he chops one foul, looks like that clipped him. And that was stayed right at the plate. 2-2 the count. Now Pulfer takes a big deep breath. Now digs into the box as he gets ready for the 2-2 pitch. And it's on its way. Pulfer hits one off the fist one over to the 2nd baseman, Wiley, who flips it over to the 1st baseman, Blackwood, and Pulfer is retired. Lemurs go in order for the 2nd consecutive inning. We'll head to the top of the 8th inning. Laredo leading Kansas City 9-0.
Chavarrias Plumbing, the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarrias is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarrias is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today. Quench your thirst at a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 1919. Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts. Personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Texas Outlaw Grill is a proud sponsor of your Laredo Lemurs, specializing in outlaw delicacies such as the Texican, the Gringo, and the Bandit hot dog and their ever-famous barbecue burger. Be the first to try their groundbreaking Cabrito hamburger and Cabrito hot dog. For all to-go orders, catering, and fundraising information, go by 5209 Springfield Suite number 4 or call 956-771-1919. That's Texas Outlaw Grill.
We'd like to...
All right, we'll send it back over to James Nasser. He'll take you through the rest of the ball game as the Lemurs lead 9-0.
Troy Marks still on the hill. Thanks, Warren. The pitch swung on and popped foul over the back screen. And it's a 0-1 count to the batter, Anthony Asalon. Marks, the former starter, now he's a reliever for the Lemurs. Out there on the mound, fires a little bit high and away. 1-1. Of course, having just been in the rotation, he'll be a guy who, when they throw him out there, probably going to go a few innings. The pitch to Asalon, up and out of the zone. He did pitch last night. He only threw an inning, so he's out here tonight for inning number 2 of work. We'll see how far he goes as he's now moved to the bullpen. The 1-1 or 2-1 up high and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Sure, he's hoping to figure out whatever it is on the mound that he needs to figure out and work his way back into the rotation. And a pitch swing and a pop-up. Back behind the catcher. Poso chasing it back, but it'll land in the seats behind home plate. Count now full 3-2. I found out, by the way, Warren, what that thing was between innings the other inning.
What was it?
It was a yell. It's a Spanish or a Mexican yell that they do. They actually have contests for it. They have a jalapeno festival, and apparently they have a big contest here in Laredo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Asalon goes down swinging second time tonight. And so that's what they were doing was the yell. So yeah, it's a thing. I mean, I've only ever heard it.
That's cool.
It's a grito. That's what it's called, a grito. So
since it is Mexican night, I have been to one Mexican National League soccer game.
Here comes the pitch to Starlin Rodriguez, a called strike, and how was that?
Boy, it was quite the experience. It was in Dallas at the Cowboys Stadium. It was a doubleheader CONCACAF Gold Cup semis. U.S. had beat Honduras.
0-1 pitch, up and away. So it wasn't actually in Mexico.
No, but I mean, the stadium when Mexico played Panama that place holds 80,000. It was 80,000. It was about 78,500 Mexican fans there. So the stadium was full, and they ended up losing to Panama 2-1. And boy, it was quite the experience. Let me tell you, you felt like you were at a game at Estadio Azteca.
Swing and a ground ball on the 2-1 pitch up the middle. Pulfer bobbles it, though, as he was shifted over. He had to still move to his left a bit as it was on that second baseman side of second, and Pulfer was playing more on the shortstop side. And looks like they're going to give a hit there to the T-Bones. So Starlin Rodriguez. I didn't see what they have marked yet, but we'll see. Rodriguez will reach regardless. Runner off first. Now they have a Lemur logo up there on the board. And
the Lemur loop.
The Lemur loop that we've got, which I think technically is not allowed to be on the board. It's just supposed to have something still image. It's a slowly moving image out there. Pitch low for a ball, 1-0. Got us breaking rules. 0 for 3 in the ball game is Vladimir Frias, who is the batter who just. We have a new hitter. This is not Vladimir Frias, by the way. So replacement. It's it's the work gloves guy.
Dalton
Wheat.
Why are you calling him the work gloves?
Because I see the work gloves. I look down trying to figure out who it is. I can't see his number. He's a lefty hitter, and I see the work gloves. Dalton Wheat, and he goes to work, grounding one to the left side to Rondon, who throws to Pulfer at first or at second. That's the only out they're going to get. So Dalton Wheat in the ball game. I don't know what other substitutions have been made because Wheat is listed as an outfielder. Although Starlin Rodriguez is capable of playing the infield, he did play infield last year. So my guess is that Dalton Wheat will move to the outfield and Starlin Rodriguez to the infield. That was Wheat. He reaches on a fielder's choice, one away. I think they did give the T-Bones a hit there. The swing and a broken bat, just a sliver of the barrel coming off the bat, going off to the right side. The batter, Jake Blackwood.
And we got a boisterous crowd here tonight. They were laughing and taunting Massey after he broke his bat there, and they got a big roar on the strikeout for Asselon. So boisterous crowd here at Uni-Trade Stadium tonight after a really nice crowd here last night.
I've talked to some guys that played, Travis Stanker, Dennis Phipps, among others who have played in the Mexican League. Since it's Mexican night, we'll talk about a little bit of the Mexican League, and they say it is crazy over there. How the fans swing line drive down the left field line. It's just a little bit foul. And the count now 0-2 to Massey, who is 0 for 3 in the ball game. But they say the fans, they're into it. They heckle you. Your own fans, they're jeering at you and yelling at you, telling you how bad you are if you strike out. And they've all got horns, air horns, instruments in the crowd. They're always blaring music.
We've got some instruments. I don't know where our people have gone. Our drummer, where'd they go? They were here the first series.
0-2 pitch high for a ball, and it's now 1-2. They're here for the first couple of homestands. I haven't seen them.
I know. Why are our drummers not here tonight? I feel like we're missing an element here that needs to be seen or heard.
1-2 delivery. Massey swings, grounds one foul down the first baseline. Count still a ball and 2 strikes to him. 2 outs on the inning, runner on first for the Kansas City T-Bones. They still trail the Laredo Lemurs 9-0, but yeah, they say that Mexican League, they pack out these stadiums. I saw some pictures. They're pretty big stadiums. They pack them out, and it's almost like those soccer games. Whenever you hear about the soccer games and the craziness, it's kind of like that, but you're playing baseball. And they said it's pretty it's an interesting environment. It's a fun environment, pitch down and in, but you definitely feel the pressure when you're at the plate or in a big situation because the fans are right on you. They're yelling at you. They're cheering for you. But they say it's it's a very different game there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Massey. The pitch swing and a line drive up the middle. It'll get over the glove of a leaping Rondon into center. Going up a spot is Dalton Wheat. Over to second base. So Wheat in the ball game. He's on second. We'll see who plays short next inning. This is the bottom of the inning. He may have been in before, and we just missed it. Sometimes we do miss it. Usually the umpire is supposed to signal up to the booth when a substitution is made. I did not see him do that earlier. Jake Blackwood to the plate, pitch down and away. After the single by Tyler Massey. Blackwood today 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's got the hat trick and trying to avoid the golden sombrero here. 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Comes the 1-0 pitch, a swing and a fly ball. The deep left center running back is Martinez and Morrison. Morrison, though, will pull up short of the warning track and make the catch for the third out of the inning. So Blackwood avoids the golden sombrero, but still flies out to end the inning here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Lemurs lead 9-1 over the T-Bones. Aaron Baker in the pitch, right-handed pitcher for the Kansas City T-Bones. As he'll face off against Drew Martinez. First pitch to the lefty. Martinez outside for a ball. He replaces Evan DeLuca. Baker 1-0, they 4.80 ERA, 12 appearances this season, 1 save in 15 innings. For the right-hander for the T-Bones, the 1-0 pitch to Martinez, swing and a pop-up left side, foul territory. Chasing it is Tierney, and it'll get into the seats. A ball and a strike. The count to Drew Martinez here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So last chance for the Lemurs to tack on some runs. Not that they need any. They lead 9-0 over the T-Bones. Throwing the first base side of the rubber, the pitch, swinging a grounder down the third baseline. It will go foul through the third base coach's box. 1-2 the count. Aaron Baker was drafted It says he's a rookie listed here on the. Oh no, he's not. He's a LS2. Swing and a fly ball in the right field. Martinez retired. Baker has been around for a little while. Played with Kansas City in 2015. There's another Aaron Baker who's also a first baseman who has played baseball. Got the wrong one pulled up here. Comes the pitch to Cesar Valera from Baker, down and away. There we go. Aaron Baker, last year with Kansas City, 2.95 ERA, 42 appearances, 4-5 record for him. The 1-0 to Valera, called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Valera today, 2 for 4. An RBI, single and a double today. Baker started his career originally with the Gateway Grizzlies in the Frontier League as Valera fouls one away, right side out of play. Back in 2013. Played in 12 games there, ended up being picked up in the 2014 season. After starting the 2014 season with Gateway, pitching in 13 games, and having a really solid performance that year in the Frontier League. Played with the Phillies organization for just the 2014 season, made it up to High A, Clearwater, Florida State League. 6 appearances there. The Clearwater Threshers. Pitch will come inside and hit Valera. Valera will go on to first base. Second hit batter of the ball game by the T-Bones pitching staff. The other one was Poso back in the 5th inning. So last year, after getting released by the Phillies organization, joining the Kansas City T-Bones. So his second year in the American Association, but his 3rd year in independent ball overall. Actually, 4th year, he played a little bit of a season there with Gateway in 2014. Went to the University of Central Missouri. 6'3" Aaron Baker with long hair flowing out of the back of his cap. Comes to a set with a runner on first. Valera getting a lead, no one holding him on. Pitch up and in to Dennis Phipps, 1-0. Phipps today has a home run, a walk. It's 1 for 3. Phipps digging in, waving the bat behind his head. 1-0 pitch, taken for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike the count.
Since a moth's in the booth, do you want to hear a joke about a moth?
What joke do you have about
I can't. I have to find it on Twitter. It's too long.
1-1 pitch, swing and a foul away. Okay, then never mind.
I can't do it.
Oh, well, no moth joke.
I'll get it for you. I'll print it out for you, and you can read it later.
Maybe we'll put it on the Lemurs Twitter account. Probably not. 1-2, the count to Phipps after that last foul ball. Yeah, the moth came in, almost landed on my desk. I poked it and flew in my face. Phipps probably hoping to add on another home run here. Sure he wouldn't mind. 1-2 inside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As he has just been tearing the cover off the ball here for the Lemurs. Travis Danker left. Dennis Phipps said, okay, I can pick up the slack. 2-2, break-even pitch, and a swing and a miss. Phipps goes down swinging. Out number 2. Here in the inning for Aaron Baker. That'll bring Zane Chavez. Lemurs DH tonight. He was the catcher last night. Did a fine job behind the plate. Was with the team in spring training, so he's somewhat familiar already with the players on the team as well as the pitching staff. Of course, it will take him a little bit of time to really get fully adjusted to the pitchers. The pitch, a swing and a miss, and figure out what they like to throw. That wind is just whipping around here at the stadium. 0-1 the count. And tonight, Chavez having a good game. 2 for 4. 2 runs scored and an RBI. Pitch on the outside corner at the knees. 0-2. Up to the plate for the 5th time here tonight. Lemurs scoring 9 runs here tonight. Last night they had 6 runs. Of course, the night before, 15 over in Joplin. 0-2 pitch, swing, and a foul away left side out of play. Count still 0-2. So Chavez just kind of stuck the bat out, fouled it away. He's definitely a contact hitter. Occasionally can hit one out. Usually a pull hitter to the right side. Lefty batter. 0-2 pitch. Chavez swings and lifts one into shallow left center. Racing over and making the catch is the new outfielder Dalton Wheat. There is out number 3 in the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the T-Bones here tonight. Top of the ninth, T-Bones down to their last chance. First pitch from new pitcher Scott Garner. Grounded to the left, right to Rondon, the shortstop. Throws to first. And there's one away here in the ninth. That batter, Anthony Gallus. So Scott Garner into pitch. We're seeing a couple of the starters get some action here tonight. Of course, as we mentioned, moving to the pen, though, is Troy Marks. Garner just getting a spot relief appearance. Here comes the first pitch to Brandon Tierney. Low for a ball, 1-0. So 6-3 put out number 1, 1-0. Brandon Tierney at the plate, 1 for 3. Garner, this season for the Lemurs, 0-1 with a 5.89 ERA. His second relief appearance, so he has come on and, in fact, got a save his first time out as a reliever. Last pitch a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. This definitely not a save opportunity. Lemurs up 9-0. Ground ball down the third baseline. Diving was Valera. He couldn't get it. Snuck under his glove and headed to second is Tierney. It'll be a double for Brandon Tierney. A second hit of the ball game. 2 for 4 now. So Garner into pitch. The right-hander, 6'2", 200 pounds. Finished with Laredo last season, second year with the ball club. His last time out through 5 innings against Joplin on June 15th. Gave up 4 runs on 5 hits, all earned, and 2 walks and a strikeout. Pitch low, ball 1. The count to Brett Wiley, 1-0. Wiley 0 for 2 with a walk today. Also has a stolen bag. Runner on second. 1 out in the inning. Garner from the stretch delivers. Wiley swings, grounds one right side. Down towards the line, past Nieves. He didn't really have a chance at it. That ball will roll to the right field corner and get under the fence again. Second time in 2 nights that a ball has gone into the fence there in right field. So a ground rule double, a run will score, and the shutout is no more. Tierney scores from second base on the ground rule double. He'd already crossed home before it even had gone under the wall, before Phipps had called for it, having gone under the wall. So an RBI for Wiley, his first hit of the ball game. Garner's relief appearance came against Wichita in a 4-3 win. He threw an inning, walked 1 batter out of the 3 that he faced. The pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Cole Leonida, the batter at the plate right now, 0 for 3 in the ball game. Catcher for the Kansas City T-Bones. Lemurs lead 9-1 now over the Lemurs. Or the Lemurs lead 9-1 over the T-Bones. Pitch inside, 2-0. So I try to get the scoreboard updated here. 2-0, swung on, and he broke the bat on that pitch as he fouled it away left side. He did. Let's get a new one. Some new lumber for Leonida. On deck, Anthony Asselon. Leonida at the plate, 0 for 3. Garner from the stretch, looks back, lifts the leg, and the 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Fans still sticking around despite the high score here in the 9th inning. Of course, it is a high score in favor of the Lemurs, so they are on their way to their 4th win in a row. They'll remain at least a half game ahead of the Wingnuts. Pitch fouled off the foot of Leonida. I haven't checked the scoreboard lately to know what the Wingnuts have been up to today. And in case you were wondering, as Tyler Heron and Lemur starter Matt Sergey were knotted up in the well, they're 1 and 2. Sergey was 1 and Heron was 2 in the ERA battle. and they were tied for first in the strikeout battle among the league lead, or for the league lead. 2-2 pitch to Leonida, swinging a high fly ball to deep center. Hot wind will knock it down, though, and Martinez makes the catch, fires into third base, and not moving anywhere is Wiley. He decided not to tag up and go to third, fly out to center, out number 2. Little update there. Heron got the start today, as Wiley and Heron seem to be on that same path there. Every 5 days they get their start. Heron, 7 innings pitched so far, no runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, but just 1 strikeout against the Wichita Wingnuts. They're in the top of the 8th inning. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks beating the Wingnuts right now, 8-0. So the Lemurs will get a game and a half ahead of the Wingnuts after tonight, most likely. Pitch inside to Anthony Asalon, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. So a very similar game there in Wichita, though the Wingnuts not winning, as they're the ones trailing. 2-0. McAllen's that pitch missed up and in. So unless Heron goes on a roll here to close out the game, as the 2-0 pitch swung on and hit in the air into left center. That one deep as well, but camping under it is Morrison. He'll make the catch, still short of the warning track, and that's the ball game. Couple flyouts to the outfield here in the 9th. Although T-Bones do play 1 run. Lemurs come away victorious here on Mexico night by a score of 9-1. We'll be back with your post-game recap in a few minutes, or a few moments, as the Lemurs high-five each other out in the field. Again, 9-1 your final. Laredo taking down Kansas City.
Imagine if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new friends to enjoy them with. Here's hoping we're right, and you're not just stuck in traffic. Here's hoping it's Miller time.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2015 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Uni-Trade continues to provide solutions in foreign trade through a highly satisfactory customs brokerage service. Uni-Trade has quality trained personnel devoted to the highest level of customer service. For all your transportation, distribution, and consolidation needs, it's Uni-Trade.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to
Sports-wise, your second game, how does it get back in the rhythm?
Chavez interviewed the
We're
field.
the Lemurs in the preseason. Fans don't know about that, but now you're back here. How's it feel to be back?
Glad to be back, and we're on the roll now, so we'll keep rolling.
For you catching last night, I know you caught. How was it getting back in that rhythm since you haven't been playing? And it's just probably tough to keep everything like that.
Felt good, felt good. Did just on the side, amazing.
And then how for you got to learn some of the pitchers, how's that going? Learning the starting pitchers on the team that are pitching very well and learning the staff.
I know a lot of them. Some back here, and see what they did a few weeks ago on the field. Stay back and relationships.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate the night. Good luck for us here.
All right, we got that interview in with Zane Chavez out there on the field. As we go to your post-game show here, they've turned my cameras off, so let's switch over to Lemur Loop. Lemurs win tonight 9-1. Take a look at this ball game. Started off, lead off single in the first, but the next batter by J.D. Pulfer, the next batter, Drew Martinez, would ground it to the first baseman. Pulfer would, at least on first look, you thought Pulfer was going to be safe at second. However, Pulfer just stopped running to second and went back to first and got himself in a odd sort of a pickle there and was put out. Not really sure what it was he saw or thought had happened that caused him to stop running to second base, but maybe he thought it was kind of down the line to first.